feel like you might be able to have both with Tennessee?
The number of where you go don't matter. Like I say, and it's why I reference Tom Brady because he was the best of the best in all categories. He didn't go first. So the number getting picked don't matter. I wasn't the top rated quarterback coming out of high school.
Alright, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. If it's your first time here, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, because we definitely about to talk about it, man. We on day 2 of the 2025 draft. And Shedeur Sanders, he still hasn't been drafted yet. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a lot of, well, I couldn't say a lot, but it's been a couple quarterbacks we'll say a couple questionable quarterbacks who actually went on before him. And it made me think, like, is the NFL back into their old bag? You know? Does this interview that he did, I guess, at the combine has anything to do with it? Because he talked very, very freely. And that's one thing I can honestly commend about Shedeur. It's not like he's going to be one of them hushed players. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's going to be outspoken, but he's going to speak his reality, and he's going to speak his realness, which is, as we all know, his last name. He's a Sander, you know? There's a lot that comes with that name, and I'm not saying the Barry Sanders name. No. He's Prime's son. That's Deion boy, you know what I'm talking about? He looks just like him, sounds just like him. He's got the flair just like him, you know what I'm saying? And that persona, it may be a little bit too heavy for, I guess, franchises who really not privy of that. They don't want that in their locker room. They might think that's a distraction to the team. But mind you, he's just a player just like everybody else. And if you see this draft, yo, these players, yo, they look like they wearing all their money on their neck. And I know they got the contracts, you know what I'm saying? They got them endorsements, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They actually being able to get some money. Especially from the football games that's utilizing their likeness. So it's a lot of money to go around. So if they think that this dude right here is going to be a distraction more than a help, they're bugging, because from what I've seen that's been drafted, it's like, yo, what are we doing? Now, mind you, this same kid did this in 2 different colleges. First college being the HBCU, you know what I'm saying? And they was down on him about that. So he transitioned over, went to Colorado State, do what he do, you know what I'm saying? And his numbers kept going up. I want to say he ended with a 70.1 completion rate, his college career, which is not bad at all. It might have been greater than that. That might have 70% might have been his last season. I'm not sure, but it's not like the kid had a bad season. He didn't have a bad completion rate compared to the others. Now, mind you, he may have been a little bit of, he'd been prone to take some sacks to where he could have got rid of that ball. You know what I'm saying? But any player, especially when you young, you're going to try to make a play. You know what I mean? And that play may result into a loss. But that comes with the growth. And that growth takes time. You know what I'm saying? It takes development. But these franchises that really passed up on this kid, I think it's going to come back to bite them. And I mean that in a way that they're going to regret not giving this kid a chance. Because just because he's, I'm not even going to say outspoken, just because he talked the real, y'all going to stray away from that? No. Y'all should honor, y'all should try to embrace that. It's a genuineness that's been missing. And another thing that keep ticking me off that they keep on saying is, yo, it's nothing special about this. It's nothing. Well, what's special about the other players? Let me know. Besides, I'm the one that went number one. Oh boy, Cam, like he deserved that spot because I actually watched his combine. Like, he was he got his. I hate saying this, but he got a crisp ball. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Pause. When he throw it, it's a tight spiral. You know what I'm saying? It's crisp. You know what I'm saying? It's there. It gets to the wide receiver. It gets to the receiver. You know what I'm saying? It gets there. And the way it gets there pretty. If that's what they're looking for, like, what are we doing? Football ain't never been pretty. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I actually seen that was completely different than Shador's whatever performance he put on, because I don't even know if that was even at the combine what Shador did. But old boy was at the Miami Canes. And another thing too, he was in his comfortable space, you know what I'm saying? That's in this area, you know what I'm saying? He privy to the grass, to the facility. You know, it was in his environment. Like Shador, he really went out there. He did what he did in my book. Only thing that I seen was wrong with him was a little bit of wobble when it comes to the ball. But yet again, that takes time, that takes training, that takes dedication with a good quarterback coach that's gonna actually utilize him for his arm. Because mind you, the quarterback that the Giants took, and once upon a time I used to be a Giants fan, so trust me. I'm gonna say this again, I'm not a Giants fan. They took a quarterback in comparison with Josh Allen. Now, if you know Josh Allen, you know Dabo, him and Dabo, they got a little thing, you know what I'm talking about. Dabo used to be on the Bills, you know what I'm saying? That's my team right there. That's who I rock with right now, you know what I'm saying? So, with Dabo being our offensive coordinator, him and Josh Allen actually developed a bond, and he just like that prototype of a quarterback, a mobile guns, like a long arm that could just throw it down the field type of quarterback. So he went with the guy from Ole Miss. Now mind you, I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, but when I tell you it took me some time to actually start to like Josh Allen, it took me some time. And I mean, still right now it's the fumbles that's like, bro, especially in the clutch situations where we needed the ball the most, he just tends to give it. If it happens early in the season, I wouldn't mind, but it seems to happen late in the season, which shows me that, yo, in clutch moments, yo, Josh, he gets nervous. I'm not saying he's not clutch, but what I'm saying is, man, in a clutch moment, I will put the ball in Shador's hand. And I know that I know Josh is a seasoned vet, but I'm talking about fresh off of college, I would have put the ball in Shador's hand before I would have put the ball in Josh's hand. So I don't know what the Giants was doing when they went and drafted old boy. When I'm telling you, he gonna be having a fumbleitis. I'm telling you, man, he gonna be fumbleooski. I'm telling you, this Sanders Snub is disrespectful. And it's only a snub because who his father is. This has nothing to do with this kid's performance. And I watch this kid. Like, I'm a fan of this kid, bro. On the field and off the field. He keep to himself. He's in his quarantine bubble as he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? He's going through life, going through the motions, and at the end of the day, you don't want the wrong things around it because that could derail him. To see the NFL playing these mind games with this young man is crazy. Because mind you, y'all supposed to be there to actually build people up. And I know that y'all only doing this because his name, and he brings it up, is he has a hell of a point. I'm going to leave it off with the clip of Shador. You can actually hear the person saying, hey, Shador, we got to go. Last. And mind you, I clipped it from the first one. He still kept on answering questions. I want to say he answered 2 more questions, but the dude was still interjecting, saying, hey, we got to go. And on the last one, he was firm, was like, last one. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all check out the clip, man. Y'all let me know. Am I bugging? Or was this just a snub because of who his father is, what his last name is? It has really nothing to do with performance on the field. And if they really talking about height, he can't change that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't change your height. He can get better with time on the field, putting in work. But other than that, when it come to his height, if they talking about, like, and that's another thing too, that they taking me off. They talking about the man height. Yo, you act like, you know what I'm saying? If he had to wear glasses, you think he could change that? I mean, he could have got, you know what I'm saying, LASIK surgery, but we gonna stick to the height. He can't change that. But at the end of the day, the quarterbacks that were taken before him, yeah, right. Oh, man. The NFL has always been dropping the ball. I don't even know how much we can support this. Because if y'all don't see what's blatantly going on, then they gonna
Matter. I wasn't the top-rated quarterback coming out of high school because it's a lot of exterior things that people like and they don't like about me. And I'm realistic, you know, and I'm realistic about my family and everything that people say it comes with.
Thank you very much. Sure, we gotta go.
Am I right to assume you did not back that off when you met with teams here? Is that a fair assumption?
Yeah, it was easy meeting with people because I'm going to just be myself. So it's like, you either like it or you don't. Because I've done it at 2 locations already. So it's simple. So that's why when people say I'm not, you know, one of the top quarterbacks or the top quarterback, is what are y'all going based off of? Because I did it year after year after year, and you see the progression. So it's like, obviously, it got to be some type of external hate that you have for the family, for the last name, for anything, because I know I proved myself on the field.
Because you're here in this moment at the NFL Combine, what do you feel is the impact the University of Colorado had on you to get to this point?
I was extremely grateful for the fans, for everybody that poured into Colorado and Jackson State. None of this stuff would happen without Jackson State, so that's first and foremost because it's stepping stone. So from there, then we was able to go to Colorado and learn all those life lessons that I learned there. So I'm extremely grateful for both universities to get me to this point.
Great. Thank you very much. Sure, we gotta go.
My favorite moment at Colorado, I would say when we was able to let Miss Peggy go to a bowl game. Definitely. Thank you. Legendary.
Yo, I do it, turn it up.